the beautiful city of Copenhagen, the capital city of Denmark. A city that combines a happy, relaxed atmosphere with both culture and famous landmarks. And it's a city which this week has been host to the World Badminton Championships for a record fourth time. Hello and a very warm welcome to the Ballerup Super Arena for finals day at the leading BWF World Championships, the 21st staging of the World Championships, 37 years after the first in Malmo in 1997. Well, 5 finals for you this afternoon, and we're starting with women's doubles. It's the Olympic champions Tian Qing-Zhao Yunlei up against the 2-time defending world champions Wang Xiaoli-Yu and Yu Yang. Then men's doubles, all Korean affair, so Korea guaranteed a 4th gold medal in this discipline. The new world number ones Lee Yong-dae and Yu Yong-sung up against Ko Shin. Then we've got women's singles and the Olympic champion, beaten finalist last year, though, in the World Championships, Li Shuirui of China. She's up against the European champion, Carolina Marin of Spain. Then men's singles and Lee Chong-wei, the world number one, in his 3rd consecutive men's singles final, looking for Malaysia's first ever gold medal. He's up against the world number 2, Chen Long of China. Then our last final of the day is a repeat of the Olympic final. The Olympic champions Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, also world champions back in 2011. They're up against Xu Chen and Ma Jin, appearing in their 2nd consecutive final. So this is the draw for the women's doubles, and as you can see, it is an all-Chinese affair. In quarter-final stage, there were 3 Chinese pairs, 2 Koreans, 2 Indonesian pairs, and 1 Japanese pair. But the 2 Chinese pairs at the semi-final stage have progressed to the final. And this is the 13th all-Chinese women's doubles final here at the World Championships. China, since they entered World Badminton, have been totally dominant in this event. They first participated in the World Championships in 1983 here in Copenhagen, and since then China has won 17 gold medals in the women's doubles in the previous 18 World Championships. Well, here are the defending champions, the 2-time defending champions, Wang Xiaoli-Yu and Yu Yang. So the world champions against the Olympic champions. I'm Jill Clark, and delighted to say that once again Morten Frost has joined me. And Morten, the dominance by China in this discipline is simply awesome.
You couldn't find a better word than awesome. And it's fantastic statistics, isn't it? 17 out of 18, you would not believe it. It's this is the category for China. Yeah. They are so strong.
The only time since they've been part of the international governing body that they haven't won the women's doubles at the World Championships was 1995. In fact, no Chinese pairs in the final that year.
That was in Lausanne, Switzerland.
Gil Young-ah and Jang Hyok from Korea won that, beating Lily Tampi and Fanasi of Indonesia in the final. So it might be a surprise to some people that the defending champions are only the number 4 seeds, Wang Xiaoli-Yu and Yu Yang, up against the Olympic champions, the number 5 seeds, Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei. Well, Yu Yang is hoping to make history here. Her partner, Wang Xiaoli-Yu, 25 years of age, world champion for the past 2 World Championships with her partner Yu Yang. World ranking has dropped to number 8, but I can tell you that that's because they've only played 2 previous tournaments this year. Here is the lady who could possibly make history by becoming the first player to win 4 consecutive gold medals in the same discipline. We'll come back to that a little later. As you could see, all of their matches in 2 straight games. So to Tian Qing, 27 years of age, from Hunan province in South China. They have a world ranking at the moment of 7, so we've got the 7 and 8 ranked pairs in the world, but they, like their opponents, are former world number ones. Zhao Yunlei turned 28 on the first day of these World Championships. And they, like their opponents, have won all of their matches in 2 straight games, including that semi-final against the number 16 seeds, Li and Shin, 2-time former world junior champions, of course, those Koreans. So our court officials for this, Christian Johannesson of Denmark and Viraj Gunadre from Mauritius. Well, Yu Yang trying to become the first player to win 4 consecutive golds in the same discipline. Of course, we've had players win more than 4 gold medals. Lin Dan, of course, won 5, but never consecutive. We've had players win 3 consecutive gold medals, and of course, in the women's doubles, Yu Yang won in 2010 with Du Jing. Wang Xiaoli-Yu, of course, won 3 consecutive women's doubles gold medals, but never before in women's doubles have we had a pair win 3 consecutive gold medals. We've had it in the men's doubles with Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng winning the men's doubles in 2009, 2010 and 2011. But history could be made on 2 fronts today with Yu Yang and Wang Xiaoli-Yu.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so this the 13th meeting between the 2 pairs, and of the previous 12 you can see that Wang Xiaoli-Yu and Yu Yang are most definitely the advantage, including the last time they played semi-final of the All England Championships earlier this year. So the defending champions far side of the court as we look down, Wang Xiaoli-Yu and Yu Yang, the Olympic champions in the blue kit nearest to us, Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei. What a good opening rally. Well, Morten, we've had our concerns about the fitness of Wang Xiaoli-Yu and Yu Yang, the fact that they've only played 2 tournaments, withdrawn because of injury problems from the Korean, Malaysian and Indonesia Super Series event. But of course they did win the All England, but you recently saw them being beaten in the final of the Chinese Taipei Grand Prix Gold. They lost that final to Gracia Poli and Meswari. So
and that was a very good match by the Indonesians. They played so well, and they really pointed out that this Chinese combination is definitely, you can talk with it, you can play them, you can be there, you have a good chance. So it's an interesting match. Even though they lost in Taipei, I still think that they're a little bit favourites to win this one. And when we look back at the All England, they won the final against Ma Jin was one of them, and she was playing with one of the younger.
Tang Yuan Ting.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But that was a very, very tight match, that final. But they came through almost in setting in the 3rd game of the All England in March. And obviously there are lots of speculations on what combinations will China choose to play for the Olympics, for the qualification and all that. So obviously all the players here, they want to make sure that they are hot favourite to be chosen.
It's over. 3-2.
Well, I have my doubts about the long-term fitness of Yu Yang. She's the one that seems to have been struggling.
Yeah, fitness-wise, And there is a chance that I don't think she was selected for the Uber Cup, was she?
No, she wasn't.
Which is, you know, imagine you have a player won 3 world titles and now competing for the 4th.
And former Olympic champion, of course, in Beijing with Du Jing.
And they're not selected for the all-women's team, the Uber Cup in May in Delhi. So there are obviously doubts that whether she's here for the long term.
Yeah. Just want to pick up on a point you made just now, Fo Morton and Yu Yang and Wang Xiaoli, and the fact that you said that the Indonesians in that final in Taipei proved that they are human, because I mean at one stage, and I'm thinking specifically of 2011, Wang Xiaoli and Yu Yang played 13 tournaments that year. They reached 13 finals, winning 11 of them.
Yeah, that's awesome statistics.
Yeah. So at one stage, there was a belief. They had that aura of invincibility about them.
Untouchable.
Untouchable. And the other pairs and players were co-conspirators in that belief.
Yeah.
But now, you're right, there is a belief that they can be beaten.
Yes, and it's getting closer and closer, as what we saw at the All England final, as mentioned, and obviously in Taipei, when they really lost quite badly to this Indonesian pair.
18 and 11.
Yep. And they were totally exposed in that match. Totally.
Well, this, of course, is a repeat of the World Championship final from 2011. I remember that being a very, very close opening game and very one-sided in the second. Oh, that's a good, powerful smash from Wang Xiaoli, 25-year-old from Hubei province.
And she was tested with Zhao Yunlei in the Uber Cup in May. And that's a combination you and I favour a lot, so maybe that's one of the combinations to be played in the future. And they, in Delhi, they played the second doubles because they have so many good doubles pairs, then ranked higher than a scratch pair.
Well, my mind goes back to Paris 2010 World Championship final, where Wang Xiaoli and Ma Jin were playing together. They lost out that final to Yu Yang and Du Jing. And having reached the final, they then were split. And the two players who played against each other, this lady, Yu Yang, and her now partner, were paired up together. So just being in a final of the World Championship obviously
doesn't ensure anything.
Doesn't ensure anything.
Nope.
What a luxury to have as a team manager or coach.
But imagine you've got 10 women's doubles players, and you can partner them up any way you like, and you probably still end up having the 3 or 4 best pairs in the world. You know, that's a luxury.
Oh, dear me. Poor error there from Tian Qing. Well, of course, Norton, that begs the question, why on earth are the Chinese so strong in this discipline?
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Why is it that the rest of the world can't match them?
I don't know. Technically, they're strong, and physically, they are strong. They are very much stronger than most of the other women's doubles players, I think, worldwide, if you look at it that way. They are physically a lot fitter, stronger, hard-hitting compared to their opponents from other countries. And that's what we see when they play now, is it's not only just defensive and then long rallies and all that. They really go for their attacks, the two Chinese pairs, and because they see a purpose, they can actually penetrate the opponent's defenses, and that's what made women's doubles so much more interesting to watch now than, let's say, 5-10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Good final shot from Tian Qing down the middle. But in all honesty, Morten, if the physicality of Chinese women's doubles players, I always think that, I preempt this with the fact I'm not a coach, but I always think, well, actually, the really difficult thing to give a player is the technical skills.
Yeah.
What is relatively easy
yes,
to achieve is the physicality. So I've got this question mark in my mind. I accept what you say. I agree with what you say, that physically they're stronger, but why aren't the rest of the world women's doubles pairs equaling that physicality? Because, you know, technically we see the women in the mixed doubles discipline from Europe, from all over the world, equaling the Chinese mixed doubles pairs. If they can live with it in mixed doubles, why on earth aren't they living with it and strong enough physically to live with it in women's doubles?
I think it's a little bit to do with Darwin. I don't know, you know, the survival of the fittest. when you have a system like what you have in China, and you want to get in there in the top 10 of these women's doubles players, you have to differentiate yourself, and you have to be so strong to get into that group of players. And in other countries, you know, if you are an outstanding athlete and really working hard, you might be the only one, and you might be top in your country and possibly happy with it. So I don't know. But if you're not world-class potential world champion, you don't even get into the group in China.
Yeah. So it really is the survival of the fittest. Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. Delightful net shot. And of course, Zhao Yunlei contesting 2 finals this afternoon.
That's what she did at the Olympics and won them both.
Yeah. Gone long.
It's over. 10-8. Wang Xiaoli. It's over. 9-10.
Well, we thought this would be a tight match. So it's proving to be so far.
Yeah, that was a good attack on the serve there by Yu Yang.
Oh, that's super play from Zhao Yunlei.
Using her mixed double skills there. Attacking the net, that's what she do so well in the mix.
Yeah,
that's a good follow-up. I like that follow-up compared to many other follow-ups. because it was not overcommitting. I don't know if you noticed that. She knew that she had played a very nice attacking lift, as what we've discussed so many times earlier. And she's catching her opponent in that deep forehand corner. Normally, we see a lot of players, they will put themselves right up there at the net in one of the sides, waiting for that drop shot to come. But if the other player, the opponent, is clever, can guide it into the open space. But here she stayed a little bit back. She was still able to get in there well in time, but she was not overcommitting, and I like that a lot.
Those wonderful images. It was a run of 3 straight points from 8-10 down.
11-10.
For the Olympic champions to have the lead at the mid-game interval. 11-10.
Play.
Well, the umpire's going to have a word with everyone. Do not time waste. Oh, coming back from the mid-game interval.
You should be ready, shouldn't you?
You really should be ready. It's landed in. Now, as far as statistics are concerned, you were mentioning, Morten, that a possibility for Zhao Yunlei to win 2 gold medals at these World Championships, as indeed she did at the Olympic Games. She became the first player ever at the London Olympic Games to win 2 gold medals in the same Olympics, one of 8 players to win 2 Olympic gold medals. 7 other players in World Championships have won 2 gold medals at the same World Championships. I know we're a long way off her possibly doing that. But only 7 other players have done so. It's a good rally.
And it's well left.
It's gone well. First player to win 2 gold medals at the same Olympics, Morten?
At the same
World Championship, sorry.
11-12.
I'll give you a clue, it was the very first World Championships in Malmo in 1977.
Lena Kuben.
Yeah. Singles and mixed doubles.
Thanks for helping me out here. Yeah, that's true. Lena Kuben did it. Women's singles and mixed doubles with Tian Qing-Zhao.
That's right.
Yeah, I just met the old guard, Tian Qing-Zhao, Fleming Delfs, in the foyer here, and had a little chat. And as usual, they were teasing me and saying, oh, I won this event. You know, how did you do? They always do that to me.
Oh, that's cruel.
It is very cruel, but you know, I live with it.
2 silver medals.
Yes, I had 2 silver medals.
Yeah.
Yes, 85 and 87. I lost in 85 to Han Jian from China, and in 87 in Beijing I lost to Yang Yan.
11.
But it's obviously different times, because in those days, if you won it in 77, you were world champion for 3 years.
That's right.
And same thing in 1980. Next time it was played in 83, that was in Copenhagen. After that, it became every second year.
That's right.
85, 87, 89, and so on. And then now we have it virtually every year, except for the year when the Olympics is played, as far as I remember.
That is correct, yeah. 2005, it was announced that it was going to be every year, so
yes,
we had a
new
event in 2006. Well, is this the little break that's going to be the deciding factor of this opening game?
could be. You know, as this match is progressing, I always thought that Yu Yang was a very good aggressive player. Obviously, it took a lot of energy, and you had to be really fit the way she played. But I don't think she is as aggressive today as what she was, let's say, 3 or 4 years ago. And that's possibly one of the signs of slowing down a bit.
Yeah. I have particularly noticed over the last few months, I know we haven't seen them that often, but I have noticed that Wang Xiaoli and Yu Yang as a pair are definitely not as aggressive as they used to be. They used to be all out attack, didn't they?
It's over. 14, 16. Service over. 17, 14. Seventeen, 14. Service over. 15, 17.
Yeah, way long of that back line. You know, I think the fact that Yu Yang is not as aggressive as she used to be is really having an effect on her partner Wang Xiaoli, because I remember you and I were talking some months ago about Wang Xiaoli, and we had a little discussion because I know you highly rate Yu Yang, and I said, but Wang Xiaoli is really creative. She's creative when she comes forward, her defensive shot, she can turn the shuttle nicely. And I think because they're not so aggressive, I think
she's not getting the same opportunities. No, I would agree with you on that.
18, 15.
You know, so often in doubles you do not play better than what your partner allow you to play in many ways. You know, you have to set one another up as best as possible, and that's what it's all about.
Only 2 points away from this opening game. The Olympic champions. Yes, a guaranteed 7th medal for Zhao Yunlei. Later on, she will win a guaranteed 8th medal. Wide.
Yeah, however she's doing it today, she will get another 2 medals. Winning or losing.
Not the highest number of medals, though, but she does overtake Park Ju-bong of Korea. He had 7 World Championship medals. Gao Ling has got 9.
But that's where I don't think you can compare.
No.
In all honesty. Because, you know, we just mentioned this statistic of Lena Kuben, who won the women's singles and mixed doubles. That would never happen today.
No.
Never. That combination, it would be women's doubles and mixed doubles. It would never be singles and mixed.
No, you have to specialise.
You have to specialise. That's one thing. The second thing is, as I also mentioned, I think Park Ju-bong played his first World Championship in 1983. And in those days, I say, it was only played every second year.
That's
so
right.
he only had a chance every second year to win it.
Yeah.
Where these players, they have a chance to win it every year. So you know, what would take these players 10 years would take Pao Chibong 20 years.
Exactly.
So it's not comparable.
It isn't comparable, but you know, I do like my stats.
I do know, but I just want to put a perspective to it.
Absolutely, and you're very right to do so.
Service over.
Game
20.
points have
Game
arrived.
point, 17.
Olympic champions.
So much for my prediction so far. My small prediction. I only said they were favourites.
Boxes the racket in the air after that. Sign of the frustration and disappointment.
18-20.
Well, they want the shuttle changed. And Yu Young obliges. The court official dashing onto court and had a little drip coming down from the roof. Now, tell me, Morton, there was something on the news this morning. Did I hear it right? That it was how many millimetres of rain last night in Copenhagen?
I can't remember how much, but it was a big
Substantial.
storm. Yeah.
Yep. A number of basements.
Yeah, all flooded.
All flooded, yes. Tivoli
18,
Gardens was
20.
flooded.
Tivoli Gardens were flooded as well,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had one or two of those kind of storms in the past 1 or 2 years, so insurances are going up. Can you believe that?
Oh, that's well saved. 2 game points, well saved by the defending champions.
19,
Another one
20.
remains for Tian Qing-Zhao Yunlei. Well taken. That's a mixed doubles.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Yeah. 21-19, the opening game for the Olympic champions, Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei, against the 2-time defending world champions, Wang Xiaoli-Yu and Yu Young. 26 minutes for that opening game. There's no coaches involved because both pairs from the same nation. Change of headbands for Yu Young. Sometimes vulnerable on that defensive shot. Zhao Yunlei in towards her right shoulder.
Seconds. 20 seconds. the game. Level. Play.
So the number 5 seeds, the Olympic champions Tian Qing-Zhao Yunlei, getting this second game underway. So Morton, what have the defending world champions got to do? A little more aggression in their style?
Definitely. I think if the pair in yellow is going to take this next game, I would like to see more aggression, and definitely from Yu Yang. I need to see more aggression from her. And, you know, losing 21-19, still very close.
Yeah.
But I need to see a little bit more urgency here.
That looked a nervous defensive shot to me from Wang Xiaoli.
Time is over. 3-1.
Well left.
4-1.
Oh, good angle.
Yeah. Good play by Yu Yang here. Very good rally so far.
Yeah, I really think the Olympic champions are trying to pressurise Yu Yang at the back of the court.
Yeah.
They know
they have a definite purpose in this rally.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. Look at that. Oh, good save. What a save. By Zhang Qiang. What a very, very good save.
And psychologically, that could take its toll, I think, Morton, on Yu Yang. Apart from physically. It's quite obvious they want to work her. They will have insider information, of course, about injury problems and...
Yeah, whatever we don't have, they
yes.
have. Yeah. But surely it must also play at just a little bit on the mind of Zhao Yunlei that, you know, she's got to play that mixed doubles as well. So it could work two ways.
Well, I think they have such a good record in the mixed doubles, Zhao Yunlei with her partner Zhang Nan, that against their opponents in the last final this afternoon. And because of the whole way of mixed doubles, with the man doing most of the work at the back of the court, I think she will have the freedom in her own mind to say, right, let's really give every effort for this women's doubles. It's a title she's never won before. She hasn't been world doubles champion.
And here we saw some very nice placement from Yu Yang. And Tian Qing found it very difficult to defend it.
Xiao Yunlei will be hoping that this is third time lucky, because this is her third World Championship final.
Yeah.
First time was in Hyderabad in 2009 when she was playing with Chen Shu, and of course in 2011 when we had the 4 players on court that we've got now. Same 2 pairs playing against each other.
5-4.
Oh, that's the Yu Yang of old.
Don't go back and disturb it. Obviously, Jiang wanted to help partner.
There's not the same understanding between Wang Xiaoli-Yu and Yu Yang that there used to be. And that's the lack of match play throughout 2014. Wang Xiaoli has played a couple of events with her former partner, Ma Jin.
Yeah, they have been swapping around partnerships in the previous, 5-6 months. We've seen different combinations. And that's obviously adding on to all the speculations of what we just discussed before. Who will play with who and who will be the pairs they will try to play for the Olympics.
Well, given what happened to the #1 seeds in this tournament, the #1 seeds, of course, Bao Yixin and Jinhua, and they lost their first match. They had a bye in the first round and lost their first match to a young Indonesian pair. I wonder if that partnership is going to survive.
Yeah, we discussed that on previous occasions, and we feel that that partnership might not stand for long. Even though they had a fantastic start, haven't they? 8 finals out of 9 tournaments or something like that.
That's right.
And I think they won all 8. Fantastic start to a partnership.
7-4.
Nice, clever smash, aimed towards the left hip. Yu Yang was looking for the shot down her forehand side, I think. Yeah. Well, Yu Yang and Zhao Yunlei are both 28 years of age and thinking ahead to Rio in 2 years' time, the next Olympic Games. I wonder if both of them. I would have thought that Zhao Yunlei is still very more than capable of keeping her own in the mixed doubles discipline. But I wonder about, I mean, seeing the way she's playing today, there's no question she's good enough for women's doubles, but the Olympic qualifying starts in May next year. So you've really got to have your partnership sorted out by then.
Yes, I agree, but I think they're built differently. Zhao Yunlei is more athletic and agile and possibly also more fit, as I see it, where Yu Yang is slowing down quicker than Zhao Yunlei will do. So even though they're 28 years old, both of them, there is a difference.
Yeah. As demonstrated, I think, by that rally. Look at the agility, the round the head shots, comes forward. Zhao Yunlei goes back once again and then follows forward for the kill. Very active player on court. No, the run comes to an end, but those were 3 straight points for the Olympic champions.
And it's not easy to get 3 straight points.
Was that a big intake of air from Yu Yang after that rally? Big gulp of air. Apologises for the good fortune.
So that's 3 in a row as well for Wang Xiaoli and Yu Yang. Can they make it 4 here?
Oh, that's wild. That's gone wide, and indeed they can make it 4. It is 11-9 here at the mid-game interval of game number 2.
Some people call me the space cowboy. Some people call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Morris. As I speak of the puppeters of love.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
So 11-5. Oh, service fault called, struck above the waist, says our service judge, Diraj Gunadre of Mauritius. Landed in.
11-4.
Well in. My goodness me. Now we're going to need a short break while that little drip of water is mopped from the court. Now, Morten, just to emphasise what we were talking about earlier about the one-time dominance of the defending champions, Wang Xiaoli-Yu and Yu Yang. Looking at the record books, they played 37 tournaments prior to this as a partnership, and they had been in 31 finals.
It's incredible.
Isn't it incredible? So this is the 38th tournament, 32nd final as a pair.
Yep. And I think we have to mention that one of the reasons why they did not win the Olympics in 2012 was the fact that they were part of an incident in badminton where 4 women's doubles pairs were asked to leave the tournament.
Yeah, for failing to give best efforts.
Yes.
I think that was a nice way of putting it.
Yep.
No, this is a crucial stage. I think Morten, 12 all, second game. Well, a year or so ago, Yu Yang wouldn't have missed that. Landed in. Ah, here's a challenge. Our first challenge of finals day.
And we love it.
I do love it. I think it's great for badminton and Hawkeye and the instant review system. Oh, that's clearly in.
That's in.
How can she possibly challenge that? That's
Maybe it's
inside the line.
Yeah, but I think she might see it from top. So she might, you know, when you see it from above,
yeah,
it's a little bit different. But it's way in.
Yeah, well done, Hawkeye. Confirming what we had suspected. So only one challenge left for the Olympic champions. Now there's confusion all round. Who's serving? What's the score? Well, it is. No, the score is wrong. The umpire has got the score wrong. He's just readjusting it. There we go.
13-12.
13-12 to Wang Xiaoli. Oh, no, he's gone back again.
Service over.
No, he's still wrong.
I think it,
No, it was 12-13, and they won the serve. 13.
No, I'm not so sure it's not 14-12. No, I'm having a senior moment.
I've lost it now. To be very honest, I've lost it.
Well, anyway, they've all agreed on 13 all.
So, that's it. The umpire has spoken.
I don't think that was right, you know.
No.
I think we were at 12 all. And then we had that incident, which should have made it 13-12.
13-12 is more like it.
Yeah. No, I really don't think that's right at all. And that could make a colossal difference.
And I can tell you that to all the viewers out there, my partner Jill here, she's always keeping the scores on a little piece of paper in front of her. And that's why she's so confident.
You've thrown me in it if I'm wrong, Morton, haven't you?
I threw you a curved ball there.
Oh heck, now I'm sweating buckets. Good defence.
And that's in. Yeah.
15-14.
Yeah, thumb on the line. Good rally. Oh, it's gone long.
I know there's no such thing as fairness in sport, but I think that Zhao Yunlei and Tian Qing is playing a much more positive game, and therefore, as I view it, they deserve to win this match, whether you can say that or not, or whether that's fair or not. But I think they play a much more positive game, and therefore I think they should be rewarded the win here. But, you know, no such thing.
Yeah, well, it was all done on sentiment and what we thought was right, but it's who plays best on the day, and certainly I concur with you, Morton, that the Olympic champions have played a more positive game, as you described it. And I think that's why they're a game up and 3 points up. And now Yu Yang, what was she saying about the shuttle? Was she tweaked about the score? We still haven't had it confirmed whether the umpire got the score right or not. Now, this, I suspect, is the decisive move. From 13-14 down, 5 straight points. And now just 3 points away from the world title. Look at that.
Yeah.
Running towards the
That's very unusual. That's
pick
good.
up the shuttle,
Yeah.
eager to get on.
Absolutely. Nice.
What a button. Make that 6 straight points.
19-14.
And it looks as if history will not be made by Yu Yang in her attempt to win 4 consecutive world titles. No other player in any other discipline has achieved that, and it looks very much as if she's not going to achieve it either. That's landed in. What a perfect serve.
Match point, 14.
And on a run of 7 straight points now, the Olympic champions on the verge of becoming world champions as well. Well saved from Wang Xiaoli, but we really haven't seen enough of her in this match. We've hardly talked about her because she just hasn't got involved. She hasn't been able to get involved.
Oh, look at that defense. Look at that one. What a way to win it.
So the Olympic champions become the world champions. 54 minutes needed to beat the two-time defending champions. And Wang Xiaoli and Yu Yang are dethroned. World champions on the last two occasions. It was a chance for history for them. But all credit to the Olympic champions, because quite frankly, as Morten, you so rightly said, they were more positive today, and that is why they have secured this victory. 21-19. 21-15, and Tian Qing-Zhao Yunlei are world champions. Well, the moment of celebration for the Olympic champions, Tian Qing-Zhao Yunlei, obviously absolutely delighted to reverse the results from the final from 3 years ago in London when they were beaten by Wang Xiaoli and Yu Yang. But it really is quite staggering. This the 18th gold medal from the last 19 World Championships for China in the women's doubles discipline. This only the 19th World Championships where China has been a part of the international governing body.
Bronze medalists from Korea, Lee So-hee and Shin Sung-chan.
So the two-time World Junior champions, Shin Sung-chan and Lee So-hee of Korea, step onto the podium for the bronze medal. So too the number 7 seeds, Miyuki Maeda and Areika Kakiwa.
Wang Xiaoli and Yu Yang.
Well, they've been on top of the podium twice before, Yu Yang and Wang Xiaoli. Here they have to settle for second best.
21-19, 21-15. From China, Tian Qing-Zhao Yunlei.
The world champions, Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei,
The medals are presented by BWF.
came as the number 5 seeds,
and
and they've left with gold. Vishu Tolan, BWF Vice President from Pan America, presenting the medals. The gold for China once again, but a different pair from 12 months ago. Yes, and look at that embrace. That just shows how much it means for the Olympic champions to also now hold the world title. For Japan, 5 previous medals in women's doubles, 4 of them bronze. This is the 5th bronze for Japan in this discipline. Of course, Japan had a gold medal at the first ever World Championships. Toganu and Ueno, of course, the Japanese women's doubles gold medalists. And for the 2-time former world junior champions, Shin Sang-chan and Lee So-hee. Well, I'm sure we're going to see an awful lot more of them in the future. Frank Jensen, Lord Mayor of Copenhagen. Makes presentations as well.
The event mascot and flowers is presented by Wang Xiaoli-Yu, Chairman Special Assistant from Ling Ni.
And the flowers presented by Xiangdu from Li Ning Company, our title sponsors.
And now, the national anthem.
An 18th time in the last 19 World Championships that the national anthem of the People's Republic of China is played for the women's doubles gold medalists. China's dominance in this discipline well and truly confirmed. Good to see a Japanese pair on the podium. The last Japanese medalists were Maeda playing with a different partner, Satoko Suetsuna, in London. So she's now got 2 bronze medals with 2 different partners at World Championship level. Well, Camilla Martin, there, former world champion.
Congratulations, first gold medal at a World Championships. It must be a very, very nice day for you.
这是你们第一次赢得世锦赛的金牌，你们一定觉得很开心。
对，非常非常开心吧，因为第一次世锦赛女双拿到金牌，我觉得跟同伴也是付出了很多年，然后为这块金牌也是一直在努力吧，
Yeah, I'm very happy to win this World Championship for the first time. Me and my partner, we have worked hard for so many years, so we are very excited.
How does it feel to beat another Chinese pair in a final at the World Championship?
这个决赛是一场中国队的内战，你对此有什么感想？
我们跟于洋、王小李也是老对手了吧？我觉得我们4个人能够再一次站在决赛的场上，我觉得我们就已经很开心了。因为可能随着年龄的增长，有可能是打一次少一次，所以尽量的就是展现我们自己的风采吧，把最好的一面呈现给观众。
We are very happy to play with Yu Yang and Wang Xiaoli. We are very familiar with each other, so we are just happy that we can fight together in the final. And you know, we are getting older, so there's less chance that we are going to fight each other. So we are just happy that we can play for the final. Yeah.
And you're crying. You have to play another final. How does that feel?
有注意到你已经感动的哭了，然后接下来还要再打决赛，你对此有什么感觉？
我憧憬下一场混双的决赛吧，因为可能从一个年轻的队员到现在成为一名老队员，每一次站在这样的比赛场地，特别是决赛场地上，我特别的珍惜吧。我想就是能够把自己最好的一面展现给所有的观众。
I look forward to the mixed final, and I grew up from a young, inexperienced to a very experienced player, so I want to play at the top of my game, for tonight.
Thank you.
And very well said by both Zhao Yunlei and Tian Qing. It was quite obvious from their reaction and their embrace when they were on top of the podium just how much it means to them to add this world title to their Olympic title. A little telling though, Morten, the fact that they talked about getting older and chances left. Our discussion a little earlier about swapping partnerships, maybe that's a little hint?
I think it was a small hint, yes. I took it as such anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's the first of our 5 finals has been concluded, and what a good final it was too. China's dominance in this discipline is unquestioned.
There's a small boat made of China. It's going nowhere on the mental peace. Do I lie like a natural lesson? Or do I sing like a bucket beast? And everywhere you go, always take the weather with you. And everywhere you go, always take the weather. Everywhere you go, always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, always take the weather with you.
Please welcome the technical officials onto court.
So our next final will be men's doubles. It's an all-Korean affair. Then we have women's singles, and the Olympic champion, who was beaten finalist at the last World Championships, up against the European champion, Carolina Marin. Then we'll have the men's singles and the world number one looking for the first ever gold medal for Malaysia in the World Badminton Championships. He's up against the world number two, Chen Long of China. And then our last final of the day is a repeat of the Olympic final, with Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei going for her second gold medal in these championships. So from quarter-final onwards, as far as the men's doubles was concerned, 3 Korean pairs, and those 3 Korean pairs made it through to the semi-finals.